Hey, what's going on, everybody? Fabs here. Week 12 wrapping up here with two more games. So I'm giving you my early Week 13 waiver wire ads. And there's not a lot out there. So I just want to go through a list of players that should be owned in your league already, but if they're not, get them. Jameis Winston, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, Josh Adams, Doug Martin, Peyton Barber, Gus Edwards, DJ Moore, Josh Reynolds, Cam Brate. If those guys are available, you got to pick them up. Most of them in competitive leagues are going to be long gone, but we're heading into week 13, so there's not a lot out there. If you're in some deeper leagues, some of the players that I'd be targeting ahead of the upcoming week 13, Curtis Samuel, Devin Funchess out today. Samuel got into the end zone. Not putting up monster numbers, but, I mean, good for double-digit fantasy points, especially if Funchess misses any more time. Adam Humphries, who is one of my big sleepers this weekend, had another very solid game. This guy has been in double digits in 3 of his last 4. Josh Doctson, 10 targets for the Redskins, who have no one left on offense with all of the injuries, so Doctson is worth a look off the waiver wire. Deeper leagues, David Moore for the Seahawks had a big game today. Mike Williams, although his production has been so uneven, it's hard to trust him, but boy, Phillip Rivers had a great game today, and Williams had a couple of touchdowns, including one that was just a ridiculously good catch. D.D. Westbrook continues to be the guy among a group of Jacksonville wide receivers that has been mostly unimpressive this season, but Westbrook could be out there in some leagues. I talked about Dante Pettis on Twitter in the pregame before today's contest there against the Buccaneers, with Marquise Goodwin hurt and Pierre Garçon also hurt. Pettis was worth a look, and now it's certainly worth a look off the waiver wire. And then we saw Marlon Mac go out with a concussion today, so keep tabs on his status, because if he can't play, then you're potentially looking at Nyheim Hines, who was dropped in a lot of leagues because he hasn't gotten much burn lately. But if Marlon Mac is out, then Nyheim Hines steps in and could potentially put up some decent numbers. Tough matchup next week, but he's got some definite PPR value, no question about it. And then also keep in mind, if you have a player on your bench and he's disposable, and you can pick up, say, a Ram or a Chief, because on NFL.com you can do that. I mentioned already Josh Reynolds. So if he's out there in your league, you can actually pick him up right now and drop a dude that you didn't play this week. And like you may laugh, but I mean, Harrison Butker's in a pretty good kicker. I've seen him dropped in some leagues because most people don't want to pick up, have 2 kickers on their roster, which I get, unless you have Greg Zuerlein, in which case you'd be crazy to drop him. But Butker got dropped in some leagues, and if you were just sort of streaming kickers, he's certainly someone to look at off the waiver wire. In terms of defenses, and I'm going to take a look at the schedule here real quick. Tennessee hasn't played yet. Obviously, they play tomorrow night, but they have the Jets next week, so that's going to be a good streaming defense for you. No question about that. Seattle could be out there. Their defense has been great from a fantasy perspective, and they've got the 49ers next week, and Nick Mullins is starting to look like a third-string quarterback, which is what he is. Anyways, that's it for your early look at the Week 13 waiver wire. It's getting thin out there, guys. Hopefully you did well this week, and good luck in the future. Make sure you check out NFL Fantasy Live on NFL Network, 5 p.m. Eastern. Good night, all.